Hello Sagittarius, how you doing? Welcome to your energy reading here on the Astroflower, again from the 26th through to the 2nd of November. I hope you're doing well. Yes, messages from energy came out. I tell you what, the chakra sequencing was amazing. And certainly the way the crown chakra was like, wow, absolutely amazing. And it's all about putting your visions into action. Basically, and I think the energy plays really well for you at the moment, because the other thing I went into, and this was on Cymatic TV where we did the energy updates. If you go over to Cymatic TV, you'll find it on there. We've done some stuff as well about the 3-eye atlas, and the energies that are coming through at the moment are going to be air, earth and water. So that means it's going to leave you fire to play with. Now let's just have a look at your Astroflower. Let's bring it up now. So is that right? Yes, it is. It is right. Just checking on that. Making sure I've got the right one. So what you'll notice here is that you've only actually got the fire on the surface here on your sign, and that is brilliant. Basically gives you a focal point to put your energies into, and whatever it is, it's got to be alive. It's got to be present. It's got to be enthusiastic, almost spontaneous in your actions about it at the moment. But you're being fed naturally with all the other energies, with the earth, with the water, with the air as well that sort of comes through. And you're being naturally fed through all of that. And it's only on the surface. So basically, getting on and doing and implementing your vision into your life should actually be, you should be going off like a rocket, if I'm honest with you, Sagittarius. Don't hold back. Okay, let's just see what's going on with your general energy. Let's connect to that and see what's going on. There's a real determination. Solar plexus is already coming through on that. And I think you need to, it's a fine line between workaholic and being efficient. So, try not to run it too fast. There is an aspect to that. Don't forget that also it should be fun and should be play. And there should be that work-play, work-personal life balance as well within it all. Don't just squirrel yourself away and avoid any of your problems by just working. It's much better if you, it's much better if you much more sort of like, have that consistency within your fire. So it's always good firing, good passions. Okay? So let's just see if we can get a message from the general energy. Let's see what's going on for you. Well, I see like a plant flowering. So basically, the fruit is not there, but the flower is. So that means that it's like, I'm almost getting like within you, you want things to be pollinated. You think, you want things to be, fertile, as it were. That, things really do take root, as it were, and you see some growths within things. And I think this is where you're going to have to be a little bit on the ball, to the point in life and everything like that. On your general energies, on the work side, you've got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, she knows where she's going. She's not following a path. She's creating her own path. And she's creating it because she's got control over her emotions as well. And that is that air energy as well that's flowing through you. So it could be that vision that you need to put into place. And I think because she's pointing off to the to your sort of personal sort of side, maybe it's a case of, you've got to shelter the difference between work and play. That seems to be. Yeah, on your relationship side, you've got the Five of Pentacles. Now, I did say, are you trying to avoid something? I hope you're not. But it's like, I get this sort of sensation. It's sort of saying, you're starting to get enthusiastic and excited about your work side of life, your job, your business, and your projects. If only it could be the same within the relationship side. And I think it is. I think it's majorly affecting your relationship side, and that could be in a good and a positive, good or negative way. So I do think you need to be very cautious of that. Let's just see what's going on the financial sort of side. See if we get some sort of vision for this. There's traveling here, and there's not. It's not traveling. You're not traveling fast. It's more sort of a case of going by bus, as it were. But I think the reason you're going by bus is because you're enjoying the journey. And I think it could be, it's like when you start a business, once it's started, it can become a little bit monotonous. And you enjoy that installation. So it seems like you've bought a ticket and you're ready to go off on your journey. 7 of Pentacles here. Yeah, you've got a decision to make on your karmic path. 7 of Pentacles on one side, you get the 6 of Pentacles on the other side. You've got that 1 Pentacle. Does that person replant that seed? Is he getting the returns, or is that person getting the returns that they sort of expecting? All the cards have gone all over the place. Hang on a second. Yeah, so is it worth planting, basically? That's what you should be deciding. You know, what you've been producing at this present time, is it worth planting for your future? You know, taking from that model and putting it out there. I think you need to decide that at the moment. Yeah, there's on the connection and the networking side, you've got a plan. You've definitely got a plan with the 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, sorry. And everything's possible at the moment. It seems like everything's possible for you, Sagittarius. You just need to be a little bit more sort of focused on one thing rather than looking at everything, as it were. From your past, you get the 3 of Cups. Yeah, I think you've really enjoyed the journey. That's that part of it. I think you've enjoyed getting where you are today. And I think you're probably very happy with who you are, actually. But now I think you need to, or you want to, take it to the next level. You don't just want to get reasonable success. You want success. Yeah, King of Pentacles, you know, that's coming out at the top there. And this is what you want in the future. And it's ultimate rewards. Do you know what? I think what you're doing here, and I think this is the 7, it's revealing to you the how to plant your seed, or how to do something in a slightly different way. So it could be like you're selling ice creams and, you know, just in a different way. You just take the ice cream and you dip it in, you know, melted chocolate. So then it freezes hard, so it becomes chocolate all over the top of the ice cream. It's just it's a gimmick, but it's that sort of thing. So you end up selling. Your goal is to sell ice creams, and you're turning it a little bit differently in order to get that result. 4 of Pentacles within the engagement in the here and now. Some people say that's holding on too tightly. I personally sort of say that you're very wise in how you spend your money. You're not going to give it away freely. Why should you? You know, money doesn't grow on trees. But, you know, you are being very wise in how you invest your time in your financial life. And I think that decision there at the base, I think you know it already. I think you know the answer already. And I think you should follow it. If you know the answer already, follow it. If you don't, then basically see what's coming back to you. See what's working, what's not working. And from there, you'll be able to definitely be able to follow the pathway which is good for you. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side. So a lot of whirlwinds going on. I think the whirlwinds were in the past. I think you could have been caught up in a relationship that was really passionate, but it demanded a lot of your attention, energy. Not that it wasn't bad, it was really good probably. But, you know, it's like you can't work 90 hours a week without eventually having a burnout. Same thing on a relationship side. You can't be the motor behind something or the solution behind something perpetually. 10 of Pentacles, that's what you're after. You know, on your karmic path, that's what you want. ultimate rewards, ultimate goals, fulfillment as well. And you get the devil card on the connection to the outside world. Yeah, I do think there's certain elements that, certain elements around you that created a lot of movement, but not really going anywhere, as it were. And I think you're starting to see that. I think you're starting to see the reality of what you're actually getting out of a situation. And this is helping you to concentrate on that Ten of Pentacles a lot more. Yeah, that's what you get in the past. You get the Three of Wands. Yeah, I think this is it. The Three of Wands is procrastination, but I don't think it is procrastination. I think there was just a lot going on, but you weren't, none of it really produced all the results you were so wishing for, more than anything else. So, that's the past. What's the future here? Well, this is it. The Magician card. I think you're manifesting a lot of different things. I think you're realizing within the Five of Pentacles, that you might have felt like that you shut yourself out in the cold and stuff like that, that you feel a little bit afflicted by it. But it's a blessing in disguise, because then you can see the Five Pentacles, which is halfway there to the Ten of Pentacles. And it seems like you're putting that in now and starting to manifest something that's much better for you, because you're seeing the relationships for what they are, not necessarily in a bad way. And that's when you get the Hierophant. Marriage card out the top there. Maybe it's been someone's been, you might have, got in a relationship and now you're saying to them, let's go to the next level. And they're may have been in the past kind of going, oh, maybe not, I'm not too sure. They may have been very enthusiastic about it all at the beginning, and now it's time to actually, the proof is in the eating, as it were. They may have just pulled a little bit out because maybe they were just a little bit scared. Doesn't necessarily mean that there anything wrong there, And I think here is maybe it's coming round to, you're coming round to the idea of sort of saying, well, look, if we either get it together or we don't, sort of scenario here. Let's just pull a card on that. Yeah, you get the Justice card. I do think if the more just you are about the situation, I think the better you come out of it. Being much more frank about the situation. On your financial side, look at that. You get the King of Swords. I think the ultimate goal is within you. And use that energy. So you got the Queen and King of Swords there, which is all to do with that air energy, that mental side, that vision within you. Trust in your vision for your financial side. Trust in your vision. Follow your vision, but on a daily basis. And once you start doing that, I think you're going to see the results naturally coming through. And as they naturally come through, at that point there, you'll be convinced. You'll know that one pentacle that needs to be replanted within this whole thing. Fantastic for you, really. A real clarity of vision this week for you. So there you go, Sagittarius. Thanking you very much for subscribing, liking and sharing and all of that malarkey. It's always lovely to see your comments. Don't forget about the messages from energy and also the energy update that we do over on Somatic TV. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.